Hi, I'm Johanna, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about noise pollution. So, people are usually pretty surprised when they hear noise described as something that can be a pollutant, but just like any other pollutant that you might think of, noise is something in your environment that can have real effects on your health and something that we really need to be aware of. So, in a psychological sense, we usually just define noise as being unwanted sound. Think about it as coming from places like airplanes flying overhead, heavy traffic, construction, really anything that you're exposed to frequently, whether it's at home or in the workplace, is something that could be a source of noise pollution and a risk factor for you. So obviously, the first main risk factor associated with a noisy environment is hearing loss. And it's actually estimated that around 10% of the world's population lives in an environment that's noisy enough to cause permanent hearing damage. But the other category of risks that I think are super interesting is called non-auditory effects. These are effects that can occur if you're exposed to noise levels, even if they're not high enough to cause physical damage to your hearing. Noise can still affect you in ways that are psychological and even in ways that are physical, beyond just causing hearing loss. And so one example of this is that noise can really affect your sleep. If you're in an environment that's really noisy all the time, you're probably going to wake up a lot during the night, you're going to have trouble falling asleep, and in the morning you're going to feel really fatigued and miserable. And this fatigue is even going to put you at risk for things like workplace accidents, impaired attention, and a lot of careless mistakes. Another major category of risk factors that are non-auditory is heart health. We know that your heart health is really affected by stress, and it's stressful to be around noise all the time. And so if you're in a chronically noisy environment, you might be at risk for cardiovascular disease and hypertension. So the bottom line is that whether you're at home or in your office, you really need to be aware of noise and how it could be affecting you and your health.